Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
We begin tonight with our schemes and ripoffs and an alert for all computer users. The FBI is warning about a new email scam that involves blackmail. The scammers are sending emails that include a password from one of your accounts and tell how they've been watching you and know that you have clicked on inappropriate websites. Then they tell you to cough up some cash. Valley News Team's Joseph Ojo has more on the scam and what you can do to protect yourself.
Imagine turning on your computer, then getting a message from a hacker claiming that they capture something on your computer screen that you wouldn't want others to see.
People are oblivious to something, especially on the web, and they get scared when they see it pop up.
Whether you may have or may have not actually been watching porn online, this new email scam is taking blackmailing to another level. Scammers are going as far to send you an email saying they have hacked into your home computer webcam, watching you search for inappropriate websites.
They will try to trick you into having you pay them money to fix it or resolve the problem that they're saying that you have.
The scammers who claim to have been recording you send out your old password, and they will threaten to send out videos of you watching pornography to all your contacts. And the only way to stop them is if you pay a large amount in Bitcoins.
Unless you give them access to your computer, they're not going to know that you're doing that. They usually request Bitcoins for payment because it's not something that's really trackable.
Tech experts Danny and Brian Ware say that this email scam is no different than the Microsoft scam of the past.
I'll always change your passwords, but two-way authentication is probably going to be your best solution.
So how did scammers get your password? The Ware brothers say many times people use unsecured websites using the same passwords on various accounts. Experts say you should never dish out money to a scammer and try your best to turn off your computer if a scam-like email pops up. Never give a hacker access to your computer, and avoid links and attachments in a scam email because scammers are just fishing for your information. In Fargo, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live.
If you feel that your computer or passwords may have been compromised, Ware Repair says to contact your local computer shop immediately. For more information on this email scam and a link to virus removal, head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story. We have new information for you tonight. A man who was shot after threatening police with a knife is being sentenced to 4 years in jail. 28-year-old Orlando Estrada entered an Alford plea to the charge of attempted aggravated assault on a peace officer with a dangerous weapon. It's a felony. With an Alford plea, though, a defendant proclaims they're innocent, but agrees that a jury might find them guilty based on the evidence. Estrada was given credit for 127 days served. Back in March, officers were called to a domestic disturbance at a South Fargo apartment complex. Authorities say Estrada was shot through an apartment door 2 times when he raised a large knife above his head and made a stabbing motion. Law enforcement officials in multiple counties are looking for 2 fugitives who led officers on a high-speed chase in a stolen vehicle. Authorities say 35-year-old Ryan Schaff of Grafton and 29-year-old Kayla Ramsrud of Park River allegedly stole a pickup in Walsh County, North Dakota, then led officers on a pursuit, ditching the pickup near Walhalla. They ran off and have been missing since Monday. Agencies in Pembina, Walsh, and Cavalier counties are asking for the public's help in that search. Schaff and Ramsrud could face charges of unlawful entry into a vehicle, theft of property, and fleeing officers. It already feels considerably cooler out there. More of this weather to come, Justin?
Thank you, Andrea. Good evening, everybody. Yes, it looks like we are going to see more of the same over the next few days. We're going to see partly cloudy skies, a slight chance of a shower, and, of course, cool nights. Temperatures already falling into the upper 50s and lower 60s. But the good news is the wind that was a little breezy today has died down now for more of a northwesterly direction, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, we are mainly clear, and the clear skies are going to be the story through the overnight as temperatures fall back through the 50s for overnight lows, with some of us getting into the upper 40s. Now, we will start to warm up again to round out the weekend and start next week with more sunshine. We'll have the details coming up later in the newscast.
Okay, thanks, Justin. Authorities have released the name of a woman who drowned in a lake in northern Minnesota. Authorities have identified the victim as 32-year-old Amber Jackson of Cass Lake. Jackson's body was pulled from Lake Bemidji yesterday afternoon. Drowning is listed as the preliminary cause of death. No trauma was found, but authorities are waiting on more tests. A local man is warning others in the valley to keep a close eye on your cars, specifically your license plates. He reached out to our whistleblower hotline after he says one of his plates was stolen off his car in broad daylight in downtown Fargo yesterday afternoon. The plate pirate took the front plate and left the back one behind. When the man reported it to police, they told him he needed to get new plates. And when he stopped at the DMV this morning, a worker told him he was the 5th person this week to come in for new plates because theirs were stolen too.
So here's someone took 4 bolts off the front of my car and took my original license plate and then over the top of it put a Gateway of Fargo, sort of a dealer cover, and left.
Police suggest buying anti-theft screws that make it harder for thieves to run off with your license plates. Also, some good news for Pavlik. This afternoon, he called us saying police found his license plate today in an alley downtown on a stolen vehicle. There's no word yet on whether anyone was arrested.
Without officials and without umpires, basketball refs, there's no games to be played. And those days are coming if we don't turn this around.
No officials to referee games could mean no games for young athletes. And some say losing sports could rob kids of character and friendship building opportunities. But local officials tell Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall there is a way to save youth sports.
It makes me more confident, and it just makes me learn like a lot of new things with like how new baseball is and stuff like that.
9-year-old Brody Tollefson says baseball has taught him a lot, and he is not the only player to learn valuable lessons on the field.
Athletics teaches you about life. You learn to win, you learn to lose, you learn to do both gracefully.
Thanks to the confidence and camaraderie, Brody says he wants to play baseball as long as he can. Do you plan on playing baseball forever?
Yeah. Definitely.
But his dreams could be in trouble due to a shortage of umpires, referees, and other youth sports officials. And parents are to blame. Studies find youth sports officials are quitting because of the verbal and physical abuse they get from parents.
As a referee, we understand that parents are there for their kids, and they want their kids to win, and sometimes it's at all costs.
When I walk around tournaments and see it, there's a lot more abuse, more parents yelling at umpires, basketball refs. Over the 20 years, I think it's probably gotten a little bit worse. I don't know why.
Even though the shortage is caused by adults, coaches say it's the kids who will pay the price.
Kids would be cheated if we didn't have youth sports. It would stunt a lot of kids' development.
And some are calling for parents to look to the young athletes for examples.
I treat them like it's like your friend or something, where you don't like argue with them, and don't treat them like that because they're doing their job and they can't help it because they see the best that they can.
In West Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
By the way, Brody's team, the West Fargo Spikes, are actually preparing for the 9-year-old World Series. If you'd like information on how to become a youth sports official, head to our website, valleynewslive.com. If we're eating healthy foods, we can't go wrong, right? Hear what experts say about eating too much of the same thing later on Valley News Live at 10. Plus, they're one of the biggest trends in recent years, but not everyone is hyped up about gender reveal parties. Hear from one expecting mother up next.